Hey everyone, bloodmako here, and this is my video for the new chapter that got released. I would like to call it Aerith and Zack event, but it's really focusing on Aerith actually. Um, I kind of enjoyed the story, but I really wish that Zack had a bigger role, considering that he's supposed to be Aerith's boyfriend. Not sure why Cloud had a bigger role than him, and it was also nice to see that Noctis was inside as well. I think because they wanted to plant the flowers that we all see in the cutscene, the FF15 cutscene where Luna died and then there were some flowers, I think, something like that. I honestly cannot remember. It's been too long since I last played FF15. So this team comp, Tifa is gonna be our damage dealer. I really wish I could use Zack, but this boss is pretty annoying to deal with, so yeah. Anyway, so a series of events has to happen for us to be able to kill this boss. First of all, we have to have everyone in the burst, to have the burst effect up. That means Tifa, Zack and Aerith all up before we go into the FR. And we also need to be overhealed. And there are multiple ways of doing this. We can use Zack, we can use Raijin. I think he does overheal with his LD. It's either that or his Aerith burst effect kicking in. Another thing is that Aerith's burst cannot be wiped by the boss before when he's transitioning to his second phase, and that's because we kind of need it for when for the last 19%. He will actually deal, by right he deals 30%, and they say it cannot be mitigated or resisted, but obviously I don't drop below 30%. You see, it's just I think one or two characters that drop below 30%, and that's when I need that white material to heal us back up. And also you kind of want the damage that is dealing. I'm pretty sure if you drop below 50, that's when that white material kicks in. But yeah, that's the only really dangerous factor, I would say, because it's not that you can't finish this fight. You can finish it with 30%. It's just that you are not able to meet the HP clear for this stage, I believe, because I recently did the co-op. I couldn't find anyone to do it with. Like I found someone, but I found two people, but the mechanics was so annoying that even with all the FRs, the FR echoes and stuff, we are still not able to kill this boss in time. So I just did it by myself, and I believe the HP requirement was 5,000. So yeah, if all three characters drop below 50%, then you're gonna have issues with that. You're gonna have issue with that 50,000. Sorry, the 5,000. Alternatively is you get it to 19% and just try not to kill it, because if you time it right, your FR will actually end somewhere in the burst sequence. So you kind of just need to bring him down to maybe around, on a safe side, it will be 10%. Right, you come out of the burst sequence, you heal everybody up, and then go into the summon. But 10% might be a little bit hard to deal with, because I think this boss likes to spam HP attacks. Of course, if you have Zack, then that's not going to be an issue, right? So anyway, here's the first part of the most important, the setting up. Everybody's burst is active. I am overhealed, and I'm going into the FR sequence with Zack. Yes, it's kind of important, I would say. I'm not so sure if you can do it with Tifa's. But another thing to take note is that the boss is not in his FR. I'm not sure. Okay, honestly, I'm not sure if it's important, because it kicked in once and he didn't really do any damage to me. I mean, he did some damage, just I was overhealed, so it's not considered damage. And obviously, what material didn't go off. But what I'm worried of is that there will be no damage done when I'm using the FR. When I'm trying to use the FR to get rid of that his FR, the boss's FR. So if he doesn't, then you might be a few damage shy of finishing him off. Again, that could be a good thing if you don't have Aerith's burst, but if you do have and you're trying to do the same thing as me, then yeah, you know, HP is kind of important. You want to save as much HP as possible so that it triggers off in the burst sequence, you know, when you're finishing the boss off. In case you guys are wondering why, it's because I'm gonna burst with Tifa and she's gonna destroy the boss in his second phase. In fact, we go in at 4 turns, 4 or 3, I think it's 4 turns, 4 or 5 turns, I honestly can't remember. But with the amount of damage, because I think we were capped out at 999 or close to 999, so one move of Tifa's is taking him down more than 10%. In fact, it's like maybe 20+%, so it's really a lot. But all this is because of the FR, so it is possible to trigger it. In fact, you might not even need to trigger it in the burst sequence. You can actually do it outside the burst sequence. With Tifa, you can just use a full throttle and then battle cry all the way. There would be significantly lesser damage, but at least it gives you some breathing room for your recovery. Because when you do the 30%, you can use someone to recover. If you're using everything, you can use Aerith to recover. You are also able to use the summon. If you notice, my summoning isn't really fully charged yet. I believe when I went into the burst sequence, it was fully charged. So that's another way to go around if you're not willing to if you want to play more safe and then not finish the boss off in the burst sequence. So yeah, honestly I kind of lost my train of thought, but yeah, it's kind of important to make sure that you have your overheal. We're gonna see it really soon. Ideally, it would be Zack that pushes the boss off to below 20%, followed by Aerith's turn to silence the boss again, to make sure that he doesn't get any buffs, to not put any debuffs on us, and then Tifa to go into the burst sequence. That would have been the ideal turn rate. Turn sequence? Yeah, turn sequence. So you bring him down to below 20%. I don't think you can finish him off if you have enough damage. Like for example, from you manage to bring him down from 20 to 0. I don't think he dies. I think he just carries on, and go into this phase. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're having trouble with the amount of damage that he's dealing with, you can actually use the Simoy Core. Put some attack down on him, and I'm pretty sure your Tifa would be significantly higher health. I think it's like 10 or 20% attack down, right? So it's quite significant. As you can see, I immediately went to the burst. If you don't want to go into the burst, it's fine. You can just go into the summon. As long as you're able to heal up the damage, that's the most important part. 5,000 is really very little. If one of your calls get damaged, I suggest you just restart, because again, 5,000, look at that, it's 5,000 each. In fact, Zack took like 10,000. So yeah, if one of your calls get damaged, I suggest you just restart. Don't go all the way to the end, only to realize that you're about 1,000 HP off the requirement. You know, that would be a waste. You know, wasting the time, and you have to do it again. You know, just for that 50 gems. Again, you can say, you know, forget it. But you know, for me, I'm a perfectionist. If I see I have not finished the 50 gems, then it bugs me, right? So anyway, here we go. Here's the second one, and that's when I realized that it's 5,000. I was like, oh, that's very little. And I realized I was kind of hoping that at 19% he'll do it again, and it did. Another thing to take note is that in case yours doesn't actually do 30%, just make sure that it do not 30%, it brings everybody down to 30%. Then make sure that it goes below 50% in case it does less than 30. This suicide drop, yes. See, look at it, Zack went below. Aerith is still pretty healthy, but yeah. So it still manages to kick in the white materia, and yeah, that's when I know I'm safe. There's no more thresholds. Basically he's at 0%. I'm overkilling him. So yes, you can use the summon. In fact, you actually do more damage because of the summon damage, but just be a little bit more safe. Once Tifa does all her damage and the boss does his move at the 19%, just make sure that Arif is able. In fact, as long as Tifa passes a turn and you're running this team comp, Zack is able to heal everybody up. Not sure if it's to full or not, but his meteor shot is able to do that. Arif is definitely able to do that. So yeah, in case you don't have Arif's burst, that's another option. Anyway guys, we've reached the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.